December 26, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict, anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. It's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me multiplied by a factor of 10. Oh. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me. 20 times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't, sorry. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach. I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, that bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. December 26th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3. Oh no. It itches. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. It's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course, that could be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. It's not the middle of the lake. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Go ahead, map. Testify to the court about the rest. Now. Wait, Mr. von Karma, yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. The rest of Edgeworth. The man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. I don't like this guy. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard 2 gunshots, right? That was a deep voice. That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people. There were 2 witnesses. Ugh. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping, a lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We did the scene of crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Look forward to your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him there? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, Detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know, we have a deep, trusting relationship with this prosecutors. Detective, this court isn't interested in your musings. Musings. Deep, trusting poppycock. I want to slap this guy. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue now. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. It was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. 50 caliber pistol. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? The pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon was found in the boat, was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Ugh, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. But he's left-handed. Well, what? Order, order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, sir, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Prior 3 times, there's prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistics markings on the bullet matched the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here doesn't not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Tisk, very well. I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order, order. This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes. What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. I hate this guy. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court, anyway? December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Is that you in the boat? Yes. It was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's a thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't drink this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Whoops. And we're back in court. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Miss Lana Hart, take the stand with your accent that I don't want to do. Lana Hart, you're a research student at the university. Stretching. Oh, gosh. Okay. And that I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. God damn my nose itches. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. And understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. Testimony, witness statements, okay. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? A judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is the photo. Accepted as evidence. Well, this is surprising. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Oh, order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! Order! I will have order! Well, Judge. The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant... Objection! Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contraindication in her testimony? Very well, you have two. You may cross-witness the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. But what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contraindication with the facts in her testimony? I think there were. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Witness account. It was Christmas Eve. Let me see something. $12:15 a.m. Just after midnight, you say. In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contraindications, but really. Hope your next content is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. Shut up, guys. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. Oh god, this guy's annoying. She said that already. I asked you to find contraindications, not leisure to chat with the witness. Ugh. He's annoying. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. How do you know they're men? Could you clearly see the two gents? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two gents. Or the two men. I was asking if you saw the two gents. Or the two men, or whatever we'll call them. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another bang. So there's two bangs. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions and meaningless. Contradiction, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't nary a thing in the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need further any questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contraindications there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Maya's really taking this hard. Wait, then there should be two pictures if there's two booms. I was taking pictures to use in my research. Objection sustained. But wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems that you're unable to find a contradiction in testimony worth... But, Your Honor... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts, for holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick? Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficient to make a decision. And pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire the pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense outbursts. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea? Treat me like some kind of criminal. I saw him, I swear, I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Ah, my nose. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have the right to cross-examine her again. Yes. Oh, cool. I'll be right back. And so does my phone. Everything goes off at the same time. Okay. My bread is done. Alright. Well, also there's 2 bangs, so the change her testimony, I have the right to cross-examine her again. Order, 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 order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. My FA. You will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contraindication here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. The last statement. I saw it clear as day the man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contraindication in the witness's testimony. Well, find it if you can. Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty. Damn it. Damn. That's it? Oh, I don't know if I can find anything else. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. But if the camera can't even see it, how do... Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photo. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. You're right, I was cold night and the fog was thick as grits. I love grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. So I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. That doesn't get rid of mist. You used binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. It was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now just hold your horses for a second. A hasty Yankees type's never found a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. Your camera? Yeah, I got it automatic. The issue we are concerned with here is Mrs. Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with that at all. Suggestion say, ugh. He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? With a pointing F. Camera is irrelevant in this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is that camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further with the camera? I'm gonna press further. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of meteor showers. It is pointed at the lake. When I heard the noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. I don't care how many Von Karmic objections I get. I'm going to find tails. Okay. Alright. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, huh? Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenging intellect. Now, wait a minute! Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please. When I heard that noise out of the lake, I looked with my binoculars. How would it do that? If it's pointed at the lake. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Say who? Take a look at this photograph. This was taken on the automatic setting, was it not? Yeah, that's right. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of stars, Miss Hart. But as this photograph clearly shows, the camera was pointed directly at the lake. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. She was there for Gordy. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this, a newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting of Gordy Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monsters. You got proof of something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Do I have proof? Wait. Ah, I didn't mean to click that. I think I'll show you the evidence. I think it's... The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera.